Okay, so first he said to align with the target, right? So I got to turn my body toward the target.
Eso sakobye align with the target.
Okay, and then secondly, I need to pull my elbow in.
Kabiri eyokubiri yakoba leka olukukolalo ludde yandala lwire wano mu line lwona.
Now the question is, am I ready to throw the dart? Am I ready?
Ekibuuzo kiri butine ndi mwetegefu okuba nga nsuula kadooti kano oba kadooti stick.
We're not ready yet. Here's why. There's a third step we need to take in hitting the target.
Nkaali kwetegeka kuba aliwe enankani eyokusatu eyindi step yokusatu gye ndina otwala.
He said, the expert said, we need to trust our dominant eye.
Buti ono omukugu wa dooti akoba twesige eriiso lyaife erisalawo. Trust your dominant eye.
So I want everyone to try this with me. Okay, this is another fun moment, but it's so powerful.
Tujagezaako kino bana kiyinza okuba kyakuseka oba kirifanefane aye ate kyamaanyi.
Wherever you are, I want you to focus on something in the distance, maybe several yards away, maybe at the other side of the room. I want you to focus on that small object.
Buli omu woli lingira kuba kuna ekintu kyolingiriza amaiso nga kiri kuwala nga tikikuli kumpi okiringirire okyetegereze.
Now I want you to put your thumb up and point it toward the target, toward that object you're looking at.
Awoni okola ekigalo kyo okiringirize ekintu ekyo kyoli kulingirira. Otewe ekigalo kyo oti mu maiso awo. Okakase ng'oli kukitaako.
Okay, so while you're looking at it with your thumb toward the target, I want you to close one eye and keep the other eye open.
Buti awo ng'omaze okitaawo ojja kuzibiriza eriiso erindi oleka erindi nga liri kubona.
Now, make it opposite. Close that eye and open the other eye.
Buti kabiri ozibiriza erindi libone.
Keep looking toward the object ahead with the thumb, but open one eye then the other. Go back and forth.
Sigala ng'olingirira ekyo ky'obeera olingirire n'ekinkumu nga kiri mu maiso aye ojje ng'ozibiriza lino lino we limoga wazibiriza lino otyo.
Like this. See this and then this one and this one and this one. Go back and forth.
Ochikole.
Yeah, don't move your thumb. Just keep it steady and just open your eyes. Now notice this.
Otakyusa kinkumu kyusa bwa maiso zibiriza erindi wolimoga like that.
Is your thumb, does it look like it's jumping? Does it look like it's jumping back and forth?
Wolingira ekinkumu kyo kiwose kiri kukyuka kyajja kweno kyayira kwenu.
If it does, it means you've got a dominant eye. That's what it means.
Bwe kikola kitegeeza nti olina eriiso erisalawo.
On which one does it not jump? On which eye does it not jump? It still stays straight toward the target. Which one?
Buti ulingira amaiso gana abiri woba ozibiriza lino oba nilino liiso kiri obona nga ekinkumu tikitambwire.
So whether you're looking at it with both eyes or just one eye, it does not jump. Which eye is that? For Isaac, he says it's the right eye. Okay.
This one, yes.
Yep. Well, but for some of you, it may be the left eye. The majority of the population, it is the right eye that's dominant, but not everybody.
Abasinga lino neri dominant aye kabiri abantu yagana left nga ni dominant.
Okay, my right eye is also dominant for me, yes.
So I usually dominant.
Yeah, I usually ask everybody in the room, okay, how many people, this is again involving them, making it kind of fun. Say, how many people has the right eye as your dominant eye? And they'll raise their hands, Then I'll say, how many people is it your left eye? And they'll raise their hand. So it's a fun moment.
Ojabona ng'obuuza bameka nga balina left eye nga ni dominant eri gyaba yabawanika bameka balina right eye nga ni dominant era egyaba yabawanika.
And then you always ask this, was there anyone whose eye did not jump at all? It stayed steady on both sides, and maybe one person might raise their hand.
Era kabiri osobola n'okubuuza nti eri yoyo nga ekinkumu amaiso gombi kisigaire walala era yesobola oba yawanika omukono nga gombi ga dominant.
And then you say, well, that makes sense that one person raised their hand because 1% of the population does not have a dominant eye. 1%.
awo kitegeeza nti mu population mulimu omuntu azira dominant eye.
So you say, then you look at them and go, what in the world does that have to do with worship? Oh, it has a lot to do with worship.
Kaleni dominant eye erina kinene kyekola mu kusinza kuno.
Because here's the reality. If I don't have the correct eye that I'm focusing with, I won't hit the target.
Come again?
If I'm focusing, okay, think about that thumb. And if I've got the incorrect eye open, if I've got the other eye open, I may think I'm going to hit the target, but I'm not.
Singa nemerera okufuna dominant eye yange tijja asobola kuyitinga targeti.
In the Christian life, we also have a dominant eye.
Buti nife mbuweereza eno mu Bukristaayo tulina dominant eye.
And you know what that is for us? It's the Spirit of God living in us.
Oyo n'omwoyo omutukuvu atambulira mu ife.
You don't trust your flesh. You don't trust your own understanding. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 says, don't lean on your own understanding.
Otesiga maani go, otesiga maiso go, otesiga ndowooza do, tambulira mu mwoyo omutukuvu.
We are to trust in the Lord, and that's His Spirit inside of us. That's who we trust, not our own understanding, not our flesh.
Weesige Katonda, weesige mwoyo omutukuvu, weesige ekigambo kye, otesiga mubiri gwo.
When Peter walked out on the water toward Jesus, he was trusting his dominant eye. He was keeping his eye on Jesus.
Yesu Peter yali akutambulira ku maadhi nga akujayo Yesu yali ali kwesiga eriiso lye erisalawo.
But then he looked around and he saw the wind and the storm and he saw the waves, and he began to trust his other eye. He trusted his flesh.
Aye buti bwe yatoola eriiso lye erisalawo Yesu Kristo kabiri okwesiga kwe yakwiza bino byabwe n'empewo gyali kubona eri kufuuwa.
And he began to sink. And that's what happens when we trust the wrong eye.
Ekyo nekibaawo singa tutandika okwesiga eriiso erisalawo nga ifu.
We can do nothing in this life without the Lord. We can do nothing. And we must follow Him and walk in step with Him in order to hit the target every day of worship.
Ezza kye tusobola akola nga tuli na Yesu Kristo, ezza kye tusobola akola nga tukulembera mwoyo. Kale buli kye tukola kyonna tukulembere mwoyo omutukuvu n'aba atutwale mu maiso.
Okay, I think we're ready. What do you think? I think I can do this. Maybe we can actually do this.
Ndowooza buli tusobola okuba nga tuhiitinga tageti ku bisatu ebyo tulinzeeyo ku buti.
All right. So let me see. Help me remember. What's the first thing I'm supposed to do?
Ekisoose tugezeeko okuyidukira. Ekisoose kibaire kitya?
Align with the target. That's right. So we're going to turn toward the target.
Nti lininga ni tageti.
And then we're supposed to bring in our elbow and lead with our elbow, right?
Awo olukokola lwaife luwayira wano.
And then I've got to make sure for me it's the right eye, because that's my dominant eye. I've got to make sure I'm looking toward the target with my dominant eye.
Awo buti omaze okuzula dominant eye yo nga ni right nga nze buti awo atawakakasa nti olingira target ni dominant eye yo.
I feel like I'm ready to hit the target. I think I can throw the dart.
Era buti ndowooza awuliranga buti yeetegeeka okuba nga ahiitinga target.
But this expert dart thrower said that no, there's a fourth step that you've got to do.
Aye ono omukugu wa dot yakuba be dirina dolina okukola ebyo ebirayo ndala.
Here's what he said. He said you need to aim directly at the target.
Yakoba ati kakasa nga otayira obwanga bwo ku target yene.
My first thought was, why would you waste your breath telling me that? Obviously, I need to aim toward the target. That seems obvious to me.
But bibya bulido Yakoba lwaki omala omuka gw'okunkopera mba aim direct at the target. Of course ndina ku aiming ku target nga amaze okukakasa bino bina bitereera.
And then my second thought, I'm just telling you how it happened for me. My very second thought when I read that the first time ever was, what about if I don't want to do that?
But ndowooza yo okubiri eri Yakoba buti ekyo wenta kikola.
What if I don't want to do that? What if I have a different approach to it?
Wemba nga nze nakabiri engeri endi gye nja okigemamu.
Are you familiar with the game of golf? I don't know if that's a game you play very much in Uganda.
Not really.
It's a long stick, and you hold it over a little white ball, and you hit it a very far distance to try to get it in a very small hole down the fairway. That's what golf is.
Alikwogera ku muzaalo guno ogwa golofu gwe bazaanisa akapiira kapa katono nga kagumu n'akati nga kawanvu oba wano wakuba wala kaja wala nga okujja eminga katuli katono kati akapiira ko nga gy'okwenjira.
It looks like it'd be fun and easy. It is not. It's very frustrating, and it's very difficult for me anyway to play.
Iwe oyinza olowooza oti mwangwina ate guli faani aye munabbe muzibu gwa kubala.
So I used to go out with my friends and try to play the game of golf. I'd go out with them, and we'd all play what we call a round of golf.
Ye yajanga n'emikwano gye bazaana gwe beta round of golf bajja bazaanamu.
And they tell you there's a certain way you're supposed to stand and address the ball. You're supposed to stand a certain way and align your feet with the target down there. There's all kinds of things you're supposed to do to make sure you hit the ball correctly.
Era eri ebintu by'olina okola, eri engeri gy'olina okwemereramu, eri engeri gy'olina okwepositioningamu, osobola okuba ng'okuba, eri engeri gy'olina okolamu emikono, bintu bingi by'olina okola awo.
But no matter how much I tried to do everything just the way they told me to, I never could get it down the fairway correctly.
Aye niwe yakola bino ebyamukoba okola, tiyasobola kuba kapiira ako ne kajja mu kayina.
So when I aligned properly like they told me to and tried to aim directly toward it, my ball would always go way off into the woods and it'd swing that way.
Niwe yagezaako okulayininga nga bwe bamukobye era akapiira kaabitanga obite kajja lungi.
So I got to thinking about that one day. I thought, well, now if when I stand here and I hit it and it goes over there, what about if I turn my body and I don't hit toward the target and let it just swing back around? It made sense to me.
Aye buti lwaki akirowoozaako yakuba tuwemba alemerere nti ninkuba keetoola kati aye buti wemba nkyuse kabi era ninkuba ekitegeeza kajja kwetoola kaire mu kiina era kyakola amakulu.
And it was ugly because I kind of contorted my body, and I know my friends were back behind me laughing at me, but I thought I had a better idea.
Aye era yabona nga kya busirusiru era nga n'emikwano gye bali kumuseka aye yabona nga kabiri idea enungi egy'omukolera.
I actually tried to outsmart the experts. I thought, I got this. I know I've got my own way. I can still hit the target.
Era nga akwaba expert yakuba ati nze n'engeri yange gye mbikolamu era ndakuba nga hitinga tageti.
No, you can't outsmart the experts. They know what they're talking about.
Mpera tosobola ebyo tosobola bikola expert bali bali kwogeraku.
And the more I thought about that, I realized that my obstinance and frankly my arrogance was about to get me in trouble. I wasn't going to be able to do what I was supposed to do if I think I've got my own better way.
Era yalowooza ku ekyo yategeera nga endowooza n'ebintu bye byali kukonanga birungi bijja kumuleetera ebuzibu mu ngeri y'okolamu ekintu ekyo.
And then it hit me. I know what it is in the Christian life. I know the parallel.
Come again?
I know what it is that parallels with the Christian life. It hit me what it is.
Kino ali kujja kuba nga akipeyaringa oba nga kigemera n'obulamu bwaife obw'ekikristaayo.
Have you ever been obstinate? Have you ever said, Lord, I'll do anything you say except that? I don't want to do that. You ever done that?
Come again, Dad?
Have you ever said, Lord, I'll do anything you want me to do, but I will not do that? Have you ever thought that?
Wali okubye Katonda oti njakola buli kyonna kyonna ky'onkuba okola aye ekyo tikikole.
Yeah. I've been guilty of that. Lord, I've had a wonderful day. I've had a wonderful quiet time. I read the Bible. I disciplined my thoughts, and I had good thoughts all day. I have tried to trust you and listen to your voice, but I will not do that. I don't want to do that.
Wakuba Katonda oti nsabye mbeere ku n'akaseera ak'okusinza ak'okwemba mbe ku n'akaseera ak'okusoma ekigambo obulamu butambwire bulungi aye ekyo tikikole.
Or for these few minutes, I want to go do what I want to do. I just want to go do my thing for a few minutes.
Wakuba oti abuti wano ndijakola kuko ebyange byensobola okola waire ebyo tibikukolera Katonda tobiyenda enzibe ndijja okola.
You're trying to outsmart the expert. You're trying to say, God, I know better for my life than you do. That's what you're doing.
Olinga nti Katonda nze ndidi bulungi obulamu bwange okusinga iwe obutegeera.
And
ebyo byambi
until you and I do this, and that is to surrender to his will, we're not ready to hit the target.
butyawe tulina okobera nti weeweeyo eri okwenda kwa Katonda maawe osobole okuhiitinga tageti.
So we need to surrender our life to him every step of the day, all the way through our day.
Awo ne tulina okuba nga tuwaayo obulamu bwaife twewaayo eri Katonda buli lunaku na buli step gye tutwala tugiwe mu maaso ga Katonda.
Romans 12:1 and it says that we are to be living sacrifices.
Abaluumi 12 esookera y'olw'ensuula esooka akoba nti tulina okuba sadaaka enamu.
Holy and acceptable to him. And that means we lay ourselves out on the altar and we say, Lord, I'm yours. Take me, use me.
Entukuvu ate edituukirire mu maaso ga Katonda.
Oh, it's so powerful, isn't it? Okay, I think we are ready to hit the target. Woo, I'm pumped. Let's try it. Ready?
Awoni ndowooza twetegeike okuba nga tuhiitinga target.
All right, I'm aligned with the target.
Mmaze okwalayininga.
I'm going to lead with my elbow.
Olukokolatira ndayire luyize wano.
I'm trusting my dominant eye, which for me is the right eye. I've got that ready.
Ndi kwesiga eriiso lyange erya right okuba nga nhiitinga tageti.
Aiming directly toward the target.
Era ona kakasa nti obanga mbulingiriza tageti waliwo nje okukuba ka dot kange.
And then let's try it. Here we go.
Awoni tutandike wakuba.
Look at that. I did not do well. That's sad, isn't it? That's pretty bad.
Yagaziizaamu okwayita takoze bulungi ino nga bwe kyetaagisa.
I told you I'm no good at all. I'm terrible.
Takoze bulungi nga bwe kyetaagisa.
But here's what the expert dart thrower did not include this, but I want to include this in our list.
Aye buti eriyo expert kyataata kuye kyali kwenda okutaaku ekinatusobozesa okola obulungi.
Because our God included it on his list for our life.
Kuba nze tufe tulina okita ku list yaife olw'obulamu bwaife.
Are you ready? When we make a mistake, when we blow it, when we sin, and when we fail to hit the target, guess what?
Wobanga okoze mistake, wobanga olemerera okuhiitinga tageti, wobanga bikulemye, teeba ki?
The Lord brings the dart back to us and says, try again.
Katonda aleeta dot eyo yagikwiriza mu ngalo gyakuba era mwogezeeku.
Hallelujah. His mercies are new every morning.
Okusaasira kwe kuyaaka buli lukya.
Try again.
Gezaako ate.
Don't let the enemy beat you down. You are a child of God. You're forgiven. Get up and try again.
Otayikiriza mulabe kukuba wansi oli mwana wa Katonda wasonyiwibwa yemerera oyire mwogezeewo.
This is shouting time, and get the folks shouting. Say, try again. Come on, let's try again. Encourage them.
Kino nino ekiseera w'okobera beno nti twiremu tugezeeku okusaasira kwa Katonda buli lukya kuliwo ate kugyaka twiremu tugezeeku.
Life can be very challenging, and we need encouragement. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to encourage your people.
Obulamu bulina ebisoomooza bingi era abantu twenda okwizibwamu amaani buli lukya. Kano n'akaseera ke tulina ng'abaweereza okuyizibwamu.
Let's clap for the Lord for his faithfulness and forgiveness. He's a forgiving, wonderful God. Thank you so much for the time today. I hope this has helped you.
Mwebale ino olwa akaseera ako nsuubira nga bino bijja kubayamba. We are much grateful, Dwayne.